You're watching First Up 9 a.m. live. It's 9:30 at this moment. Let's take a look at the headlines we are tracking at this present moment. Mamata Banerjee sets the stage for a major face-off with the centre. Three-member BJP fact-finding team not allowed to enter riot-hit Malda, detained at the railway station and sent back.
They are detained at the Malda station. It just goes to show the autocratic, the anarchist, the dictatorship of Mamata Banerjee.
It's D-Day for the ambitious even-odd plan in the national capital. Delhi High Court to decide today whether traffic restrictions will continue or not. Mehbooba Mufti swearing in delayed again. Reports say PDP is playing hardball with BJP. Meeting with Sonia sparks speculation of talks with the Congress. Gurdaspur SP Salvinder Singh to reach Delhi today will be subjected to a lie detector test after the National Investigation Agency finds several loopholes in his version of events. Ram Mandir back into the spotlight ahead of UP elections. An explosive face-off between Subramaniam Swamy and Asauddin Owaisi on India Today.
In our country, people want both, and both can be done.
Construction of Ram Mandir is the first and only priority of Modi government.
The young people not only want jobs and a good life, but they also want Ram Mandir.
Congress fury over Bihar government's website, which calls Indira Gandhi's rule the worst. Party to take up this issue with allies JDU and RJD. Big Pongal's Sankranti weekend for movie goers in the south. Big Tamil and Telugu films hitting the big screen. Among them is Vishal's Kathakali. And the 73rd Golden Globes Awards are currently underway in Los Angeles. Matt Damon wins his second Globe for The Martian. Kate Winslet gets her Globe for Best Supporting Actress in Steve Jobs. All right, our top focus at 9:30 a.m. Now, Pathankot attack, which took place about a week ago, actually soured the relationship between India and Pakistan. On one hand, India is taking this matter up with Pakistan, but the other point, as the probe continues into the Pathankot terror attack case, Gurdaspur SP Salvinder Singh, who's under the scanner, will be interrogated by the National Investigation Agency today in the national capital. The SP has been summoned by the investigating agency after many gaps were found in his version during the initial questioning. Salvinder Singh is likely to present himself before the NIA today at 11 a.m. The Gurdaspur SP is also likely to undergo a lie detector test. Remember, the Gurdaspur SP was kidnapped by the Pakistani terrorists before they attacked the Pathankot Air Force Base. Let's go across to Kamaljeet Sandhu at this moment. She joins us from Pathankot, but will also give us some perspective about Gurdaspur SP and the NIA questioning. Morning, Kamaljeet. Can you tell us what the line of questioning of the NIA is going to be as far as Mr. Salvinder Singh is concerned? What is it that they are not believing in his version?
Sanket, what is important is from day one since his abduction, he's been grilled by all agencies, including the NIA. Now, NIA has registered 3 cases, the first one being the abduction of the SP himself. Now, many things are obviously not adding up as far as version is concerned. Why the terrorists did not see the blue beacon light? Why did it take 2 hours to travel a 13-kilometer range? What was he doing at the borders late in the night? The Panchpir Dargah itself says that perhaps this was the first time that the SP had ever come to them. So these are questions which are going to be asked by the SP. And remember, he's been grilled all along. He's been taken in the car. He did show the way that the terrorists had taken. But obviously, his own police department did not believe him when he did say that he was abducted by terrorists. The alert went in much later. The fact also remains that he has 4 mobile SIM cards. Why will an SP needs 4 cards? And it could be personal, professional, but 4 of them. His own wife, he's been charged with bigamy. There is a talk about honey trap, but this has not been confirmed by any of the agencies. But yes, all angles at this point of time will be probed. He will be grilled by the NIA in the Delhi headquarters, and later in the day, they may take permission from the court to actually take a lie detector test to check if there's any deception in all the statements that he's made. And this is not only statements made to the NIA, but also the various channels that he's spoken to. There seems to be a contradiction. And remember, it's not just him. His cross-questioning was also done based on what Rajesh Verma, the jeweler friend, as well as Madan Gopal, the cook, had to say. All this needs to add up. And there are obviously the gaping holes in the theory that he suggested to the NIA, and that is why more grilling is to be done. Now, there's also been a doubt about an insider role. Could that SP have actually given his car to the terrorists? The big question, could he have actually backstabbed his own country? That's a bigger question, and that is what is going to be probed. At this point of time, remember, he's not detained, he's not been arrested, he's been seen as a prime witness, and as a witness, if there seems to be any contradiction, that needs to be clarified. At this point of time, what we know is the Punjab police is really backing the SP, especially after his claim that he was abducted. Now, all these theories have to be really checked, and that is why lie detector tests will be done.
All right, Kamaljeet Sandhu, many thanks for joining us at this moment. So this is the reason why the lie detector test is quite possible on Gurdaspur SP. Let's now quickly take a look at the line of questioning that the NIA may end up following with Gurdaspur SP and what they will ask, what does not add up. Number one, they might ask, why did you go out without security despite a clear alert of a terror threat? Now that is a pertinent question. Question number two, why did you claim to regularly visit a shrine without security? The reason why this question is important is because he claimed that he was a regular visitor at this particular shrine, and taking security is not, it's not good when you are going to a religious site. However, the priest and the caretaker said he's never seen this superintendent of police. Question number three, likely question, how come your driver was killed, friend injured, while you were spared? How can that happen? How can terrorists spare you? To his defense, he said that the moment they got to know that he's the SP, then they came looking for him and he was saved by a whisker. Question number four, were you ever in the know of drugs smuggling from across the border? That's a very significant point, because the follow-up question, that is question number 5, is leading up to this. Was the drug route used for terror? Remember, India Today was the first channel to actually get you this particular link. In fact, it was a Mail Today story which we picked up here at India Today, which actually said that the drug route could have been used for terror. So was he in the know of that drug route because of which he ended up, or perhaps helping these terrorists? So that's the story as far as Gurdaspur SP is concerned. At 11 a.m. he is supposed to present himself in front of the National Investigation Agency for perhaps interrogation and also a lie detector test.
Our top story. It's a sensational claim by senior Congress leader Manish Tiwari. The former Information and Broadcasting Minister has said the controversial news item about the possible military coup in Delhi, published by the Indian